Hello and welcome. I'm your host Ghida Majzoub, and today I'm very happy to be having and to be hosting two artists that I've met lately, and especially that they were participating also in the Festival du Monde Arabe for the 23rd edition, and they are Taraf Syriana. They are a couple of people and they are a nice band. And they're not so many on stage, but they definitely have such a big impact and such a good charisma on everybody watching them. So today I would like to introduce you to them, and I would like them so as to tell you also their story and their new album and everything that they've prepared throughout all of these years until today, and what are their plans for the coming days. So I'm so glad to have them today. And today I have with me Sergiu, who is from Moldova, and I have his partner on stage and his partner at home, Noémy, who is from Switzerland. Gueno and Sergiu. I'm so much insisting on Gueno. It's Sergiu and Noémy. I'm so happy to have you today, and definitely I would love you to introduce yourself more to the audience.
Salam, merhaba, saha to everyone who is listening to this beautiful program.
And thank you.
And thank you very much, dear Ghida, for having us. We are very excited to share our experiences and our beautiful music. I mean, music from Middle East with everyone who is listening. Such a beautiful culture and music and art and food and everything and people.
Exactly.
And I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Sergiu Popa, and I'm coming from Republic of Moldova, living in Montreal since many years, and a huge lover of Middle Eastern music.
Excellent. I'm so happy because definitely all the cultures mixing them together also on stage is not easy, but you've done it in a beautiful way, especially that you've introduced everything, the Balkans country, the Middle Eastern music, everything, all the cultures were together. And I want you to introduce also now, Noémy, I want you to introduce yourself, especially that Sergiu is on accordion and you are on the cello. Not on the cello, on the violoncelle. So,
cello.
And you are from Switzerland. So let us explain also to the audience what is how long have you been working together on Taraf Syriana, and how do you feel on stage, being next to your partner and being next to your partner in life and on stage?
Actually, my name is Noémy Braun, and I'm a cello player. I'm from Switzerland, and I had the great opportunity to play in the Taraf Syriana's band, and I'm enjoying a lot the time on stage with my husband and also at home. So it's nice to share the music together because it's a passion. It's something we started at a very young age, and it's something we love to do every day. It's not we don't feel heavy. We feel we feel happy with music, and what I like to do especially, it's to share different cultures. To have the curiosity to show the beauty in every kind of culture, and I think this is precious, and I'm
exactly. And the cello is not an easy instrument at all. So how long have you been learning cello also?
I started. I was 4.5 years old.
And, 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
a bit more.
A bit more. It's not something easy. So you were very small, and the instrument was much bigger than you.
You mentioned well, because I was too small for
exactly.
The instrument. And so I had to play on the viola. So I had to ask the violin maker to build to add the end pin, like they have on the cello, on the viola, and for a couple of months, and then I switched to cello. But it was
exactly until you were bigger and you were older enough so as to be able to hold the cello, which is really a very big instrument and beautiful. It has a big impact on stage. And also for Sergiu, you have the accordion in your hand, and I know how much this instrument also has so many aspects to work on. It has from all sides. You have some kind of notes that you are working on, and it's not very usual that we see it now. It's getting more and more disappearing, if you can say, unfortunately. So how much have you been? How long have you been also learning the accordion?
I started same thing 4 years old with my father. It's in our clan, I would say. It's in our because it's a trade in our family. So I'm the 4th generation. All my uncles play music, my brothers, my cousins. Like was a full house 24/7, like a Cirque du Soleil, like was.
So everybody was holding the accordion all day long.
Well, we played for many hours because the weddings used to last in Moldova for 3-4 days. So this is
for 3-4 days.
In a row.
Yes, in a row. And you're right when you say about the accordion that it's not something which you get to hear so often. But as most of the people from Middle East, they cannot forget those beautiful golden ages of 50s, 60s, 70s of great singers, fantastic, unbelievable singers from Middle East, and musicians too, who design, and we are very lucky to own, like to
keep this machine, and an instrument living, because as you said, it's not easy at all to keep it living and to keep it on stage and holding with the and working along also with many instruments who are still available until today, and we always see them on stage with all the bands. But the accordion was really something that was really we can see it. It was different, so completely different, but definitely the blend that you did with all the band, it was beautiful. Especially that all of you on stage, you have such a nice vibe, and the good vibes that you transmit on stage, they were really beautiful, and they got us really through to all the audience who were watching. So concerning also the band, how were you able to gather all the band, especially that you are from different countries and from different cultures?
There are different dynamics, and which is interesting. And what is nice that we can speak, by the music. So this is important. Like you don't need to come from the same culture to understand each other's. You can understand each other by the music. So this is nice. And also Omar and Naeem, they're beautiful persons as well. We're enjoying a lot the time with them, and especially also we are very lucky because we have our friend Dan Rosenberg that is helping us.
Who is from Romania?
Dan Rosenberg is from Toronto, and he's a producer. He's like
Dan
Dan Rosenberg. He helped to put this project together, Taraf Syriana. Like together, us, me, Noémy, and him, we put this together.
He's producing.
But why you were saying about from Romania, because we were inviting Dan Armeanca on the stage with us, who's a
Dan. I mean Dan.
Yes.
Dan exactly. Who's from Romania.
He's a huge star. The minute you bring him at the airport in Bucharest, everyone is fighting to give him a taxi just to say that, just to give him a lift, just to say that he's like a Fairuz, if you want, of Romania. He's very famous. So we were very lucky to have him. And also I wanted to show to people on both sides, Balkan countries and Middle Eastern, that there is no us, there is not them, there is all together, and the music circulates on both sides. And as much as people from Balkans listen to Middle Eastern music, same thing from most of my friends from Middle East, they say we're listening also to Balkan music. So there is this intermarriages, intercultures, and
there are no borders.
Yes,
actually.
exactly.
Exactly, and especially that music speaks to all. Music is really the universal language of everybody. So definitely we can all gather around the music as long as it is beautiful and as long as it's paying tribute to all of these countries. And Naeem is from Syria, and we heard his beautiful voice also. And he sang على نبع المي على نبع المي, and it was beautiful also. He has a beautiful voice. And Omar is also, where is he from?
From Syria.
He's from Syria.
From Syria as well. Okay.
They
And
have
you have, yeah. And you have also on the darbuka you had also
Mohamed Raki.
Mohamed Raki from Morocco.
Yeah.
From Morocco. Okay.
And you have all this large spectrum from different countries from Middle East who join together. And what's nice about Omar, he studied in Syria with Soviet teachers, so he speaks few words in Russian. So it's so nice that we learn from him some Arabic words. He learns from us Russian. Naeem was a huge shock that even the people, organizers of Festival du Monde Arabe of Montreal, they were in shock. They called us. They left I don't know how many messages. They said, how come Naeem is singing? No one knew that Naeem will sing, so we kept it as a secret. And he did it on the stage, first time debut in Montreal singing, because he had many students in Syria and he was teaching them piano, Qanoun, many instruments, and singing too. But since he arrived here, he sort of like locked himself and he sort of put away the singing, thinking that maybe he's good, maybe it's shy, maybe I don't know what. And we like worked with him like a small baby. We didn't trick him, but we gave him baklava.
No, but you should encourage him more to sing, because really he has a beautiful voice and a different voice also. Really, he has such a big impact. So you should encourage him more to sing. Definitely, the Qanoun is amazing in his hands, but definitely singing is also something that he could really work on, because part of his voice is amazing. Yeah, and his essence while he's singing, it's different. It's really amazing.
I like to observe the things, and I'm a very good observer. And I watched the whole how they reacted, and he was very shy, very timid when he started the song. And the minute he saw that the crowd sort of gave this energy, he was like a flower. He started opening, like,
exactly.
He
got relaxed even more.
He got relaxed.
To a point when he got too relaxed. I say, Naeem, look, wait. So it's good. We enjoyed him. And about Mohamed Raki, what's nice, even though he's from Morocco, it's more North African influence. What's beautiful about him that for over almost 15 years, he played with the Albanian musicians, with Bulgarian musicians, with Serbian musicians, Balkan musicians, and he has his Middle Eastern beats, of course, but he also knows when we're on the stage that we're like a pack of wolves, like we are ready to attack, like in a way musically, and he'll not gonna just scratch the darbuka. When I look at him, I say I need that beat, and he's there like a split second with us, and he's amazing.
And when he takes over, definitely he has such a big impact also on the darbuka.
Oh.
It's really beautiful, and definitely it has its own aspect by itself. And now I would like really to discuss the Taraf Syriana, the name of the band, the brand that you've built upon the band, which is about Syria that had so many cultures, so many civilizations who passed through Syria, and this is how you were able to manage the Balkans and Syria all together. So also, how were you able to gather all of these cultures together, all the Turks, all the Kurds, all the Balkans, everybody who've been through Syria on stage with all this music?
Mm-hmm. Actually, the thematic of Taraf Syriana is Roma musicians, Roma music, from like it starts from India, as you know, and until Syria. So it's very far. Actually, it's a very long road. Exactly. And that's why we call also Taraf Syriana, because Taraf, it means ensemble.
Yes.
Like a group of few musicians together. And
Taraf in Arabic is also like a border or a corner also.
And how it started in 2000, I would say 18, a nice person who met me. I was teaching at different camps around North America. I'm teaching Balkan music. Also, I was teaching klezmer music, Jewish music. And one nice producer from there, he approached me. I played a concert, a radio producer, and his name is Dan Rosenberg, approached me. He liked what we played, and we stayed in touch with him. And a few months later, he says, look, one day you're going to play Syrian music. I say, there is no way I'm going to play Syrian music. I play a bit of Lebanese, some Turkish, but no. He said, okay, so he let me like this, slowly. And he says, do you know that Syrian musician? Even though he's in Toronto, he knew a lot of musicians in Montreal. Do you know Omar? Do you know Naeem? And I knew them because we're doing projects here and there in Montreal. But then we got to jam with them together. I started to know them as nice people. And slowly this group took a shape with the help and the guide of Dan Rosenberg. So we put this together. And he says what name we should put. And he asked me, what do you have in Balkans? And I say, well, a group more than 3-4 musicians we call Taraf. And he said, okay, well, let's call it Taraf Syriana. And we were improvising a bit with Syria, what names we would find, and we came up with the Taraf Syriana. And then we had Naeem. I was jamming with him once, and he did some beautiful music. Then Omar, and slowly we put this together. And you were right about the Syria being like I would say almost like a center there too, because it produces so many great musicians. In Montreal, we have from Syria and from around Syria too. And what's nice that there is so many backgrounds. There is Kurd from Syria. There is Roma, like as known as Gypsy. Domani. There is Syrians. There is Christian part of Syrians. There is Muslim. There is all of that. And what's nice about us, myself, Sergiu, and Noémy, we like to put all of these cultures together because, in the end of the day, when people don't know each other, they say, no, I'm from North Syria, I'm from South Syria, the other one is from Morocco, the other from there, and everyone has small frictions, but once you put everyone at the table and they eat and they play music, all of this disappears, and in the end of the day, we'll,
all blend together. And Omar, he plays on the instrument. Omar, he plays on which instrument?
Viola,
yes, the one you started on when you were
exactly,
when you were little. And about your latest or your first album also that you introduced also in the concert. Let's talk about it also before talking about the future plans that you're working on.
About the album?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you want to show also the album on the screen?
Yeah, why not? Definitely. Yeah. And we will show it also. I will edit it also later on. Yeah.
Yes.
We have this beautiful cover made by the wife of our dear singer friend from Syria, Iham, and his
Abu Amar.
Iham Abu Ammar, yes.
Yeah.
Who is a singer and an oud player, and also he was an actor also in Peace by Chocolate.
Exactly, piece by exactly.
And he still keeps those pieces of chocolate, and he still keeps. He's amazing. He's multi-talented.
Definitely, he played it also. He played the role in a beautiful.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And he was so much like Tariq Hadhad, the real character.
Yeah. He was supposed to be there also at the album release, but okay, he was busy. But anyway, so what I wanted to say that this couple, they are from Syria. So yeah, Iham and Dima.
And his wife. So his wife who designed
He did this one, and we were lucky that she to have this painting, because before she arrived here, she lost most of the paintings. So this is a very special. This is very special painting what she has. And this clock symbolizes so many things, and we wanted to pass this to the rest of the world for peace and for love and art and everything. So,
definitely. This is really so sad what's happening. And for regarding your future plans, what are exactly your future plans that you're working on now?
Actually, we have many different plans. We have different projects as well. Also, but with Taraf Syriana, we would like to have also compositions project. So Sergiu's composition and also other compositions from the from the members of Taraf Syriana.
Yes.
And we would like to go deeper in the researches also. Yes. Because the Roma music in Syria, it's huge. It's so large.
Roma, as known as gypsies, Roma in Syria as known as Domani. I didn't know that there is around 250,000 people in there. So this is something underground culture and community. And what's nice that we're going to go deeper to search this style of music, to bring it to the rest of the world to enjoy this beautiful music. Besides that, also there is Kurdish music from there, and also the sacred music of Syria is fantastic. There is so many cultures, and there's not enough on live to put all of them.
Exactly. Especially that now you've put your first album with the many songs, with many music and songs on the first in the soundtrack in the first album, and now so you're working on the next album, on the new album, and also for new festivals also, and definitely not the new only, the first baby for the couple. Yes, when you have time for the baby, definitely go ahead also have it, so that the album and the baby would be also your creation and would be your points of it. The best thing in life definitely is to have them and to have these children upon in your hands, and definitely have new albums always coming up and always going into everybody's houses. So definitely it was really a pleasure to see you today and to have you with us. So you're living in Montreal. You're living always in Montreal. And it's been a long time that you've been living here.
Especially Sergiu.
I'm since 2002, and Noémy is since 2015. Here, back and forth between Europe and Canada. But yes, this is the place where we stay.
And you've been married for 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, and we know each other since 5 years.
Since 5 years from music, and I persisted, and it worked. And
you have such a good choice. Definitely, you have such a beautiful taste.
Yeah, thank you, Ghida. And I wanted to add one more sentence to say that you are doing an amazing job to pass to the audience these beautiful styles and artists from Middle Eastern countries. And the Festival du Monde Arabe of Montreal is fantastic. It's great together with the Festival Sefarad. They make really to pass the art and the culture of so many cultures, and also our mission, I would say, as musicians. I'm hoping that from music one day we will have disappeared the visas and the passports, and people will travel so easy. And also to make I want also to make North American public to know that when they say Middle East music, it's not something there and it's only one thing and it's far away, but it's here with us because first of all, there is all these communities here living from everywhere, and besides that, so many big artists from hip hop industry, pop industry, R&B, jazz. So they got inspired from Middle Eastern music. Now you don't hear a full song of Fairuz, of course, in jazz, but you're going to hear a small segment who was fusion and all of that, so they get inspired. There's not something this music, it's there and it's this is here.
Definitely.
So,
the world should be one world, especially that everybody is working remotely now we're all over the world, and everybody could be together. No more borders, no more geography cutting between borders of the countries. They should be all gathered together, and this is really what we're aiming for. Hopefully this will happen soon, and this definitely is my pleasure to be having you today, and definitely working also with the Festival du Monde Arabe. It's really a festival that we are very proud of, especially with all the team, with Joseph Nakhli and Eliane and Liz and Elie and everybody who's working on this festival, and all the volunteers who have given all of that. To work on it. Really, it's beautiful, and everybody deserves all the respect, because really they're working year after year, and they keep growing and better. So thank you so much for today, and definitely we'll see you soon in another album, or also on stage in another concert soon, hopefully. Thank you so much. أهلا وسهلا فيكم وشكرا جزيلا. شكرا جزيلا. So as to watch for the interview with Sergiu and Noémy, to know more about Taraf Syriana, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, and everybody, all of my social media platforms, also by clicking on ghidamajzoub.com. Thank you so much, and see you soon.
See you soon.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.